Please tell about the sacred place of Ayodhya.
Ayodhya to me is a place where power is employed for the benefit of all. So Ayodhya oversaw where Mithila didn't grow. It sort of, after Janak Baba, it became less important because the evolution was taking place and the energy shifted to Ayodhya. Ayodhya expanded. Love and Kush expanded the kingdom. Lahore, they say, was founded by love, and many other cities. They founded cities. But what Rama had done was to embed the concept of dharma into the use of power. So there was no misuse of power. We can't shy away from having power, because if we shy away from having power, others will grab it. So the proper use of power and understanding the proper use of power is very important, which is why the joining of power and wisdom was crucial at that time, because Ram manifested it as a unified, a power led by wisdom. Now, we think of wisdom as being only knowledge, but wisdom is of the heart. What Janak Baba manifested was not just the wisdom that he could expound great concepts and spiritual principles. It was the wisdom of the heart. And this is what Ram brought to Ayodhya, that power was guided by the wisdom of the heart. And so Ayodhya became a great kingdom, which lasted for many, many centuries, actually, embedding this concept of Dharma, which is the wisdom of the heart. People think of Dharma as duty, but I think of Dharma as love. Dharma, because when you really embody love, you know what to do, when to do it. You are in tune with the higher principles of the universe. Because what Narayan and Narayani manifest is that the order of the universe, the maintenance of the universe, is through the power of love. So it's the power of love that Ram manifested, and that he brought to Ayodhya.
When you realized your past life with Sitama, exact at that time, what's your feeling? We want to know.
Disbelief. I had written my first book where I go back 7 lives. In that book, I was able to confirm many things. I went to places that I saw. I was able to confirm because, I have a Western mind. I have a degree of skepticism in me. And I was seeing things and I said, how do I know this is true? And so in the first book, I did do that. When the untold story of Sita came to me, I couldn't verify what I was seeing and hearing. So I said to myself, well, look, I'm living the life of Meenakshi, or Meenakshi's channeling herself through me. How can I tell? And then I said to myself, does it matter? Because while writing that book, I was in the presence of Sita. And every now and then when I get busy writing other books, and I feel a disconnection, I'm not in the presence of Sita, I have to go back and put myself into the presence of Sita. So to verify it for me, to confirm it for myself, was because I found myself in the presence of Sita. I was reliving all of those episodes. And I thought to myself, and this is a big question when you see your past. Whenever I look back now at all my past me's, I'm no longer that person. But when I look ahead into my future me's, I'm no longer this person. Because when I write about my past, I wrote about a less evolved version of myself. Now when I'm looking into the future, I'm writing about a more evolved version of myself. Which is the me? This is the ultimate question. Who am I? Am I Meenakshi? Am I the Sujata of the Rukmini book? Who am I? And this is the question that Sita has put before me. Find out who you truly are. Because I'm none of them and all of them. And I'll tell you a little secret. For most of my life, I've enjoyed doing housework. I've just enjoyed it. Particularly, I used to find myself washing the floors. And, I couldn't explain it to myself. Why do I like doing this kind of thing? Now I have a housekeeper. I'm too old to get down and wash floors. But when I was writing that book and I saw myself as a servant, I said to myself, that servant has never fully left me. So we retain a piece of ourselves through all of our past, a piece of ourselves. But that's not who I am today. That's not my function today. So it's very interesting to see your past and to see the pieces of that past that remain with you. I'm not that personality anymore. I've moved long beyond that, had many other experiences. And yet you can always treasure. What a treasure that was, because that brought me into the presence of Sita, which has never left me. And through successive incarnations, I've shut down that awareness. But now in this birth, I've been able to awaken that awareness. And now as I look into the future, I say to myself, I never want to shut it down again. I don't want to lose that connection. So do we come to a point in our evolution where we don't have to start all over again? There is the perception of starting all over again. You're born, you're pregnant, your newborn will be born without recalling his past. Fresh start, right? But can we come to the part where we can contain it all and not have to start over?